Hey everybody, this is Terry. I garden in Zone 7B in the south, and today I'm going to give you a July garden tour of my hillside garden. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, let's start here. This is a pathway to the hillside garden. You'll see that it's kind of bare over here, and that's on purpose. We want to have easy access closer to the house if we need to with the tractor. So for right now, I have the container with the lemongrass, and I'm going to be adding a few more containers around here. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but at least they're not permanent. I can always move them when I need to. So let's go ahead and get walking here. So over here is kind of like a living retaining wall, so to speak. I have rocks and small boulders there, and I like the look of it actually. I'm very proud of this garden actually because I created this area from scratch, so I'm very proud of that. You can see I do have a lot of plants, but at the same time it always looks like I need more stuff there. So I definitely need some ground cover, but I have to be very careful what ground cover I'm going to choose because I don't want any hiding, a hiding place for snakes and things like that, because we do live out in the country, like, so to speak. So I want to make sure I have something that I could see readily. So anyway, I'm hoping some of those plants will get bigger as well to give me some ground coverage. But I do have a lot of plants there. It doesn't look like it sometimes. You can see I have a hedge of rosemary, and they were planted initially to create a hedge, but mainly to prevent the deer from, from eating some of the plants here. So they serve as a deer deterrent. And I have these containers here just to kind of, hide that Rose of Sharon from the deer. But still, they kind of got smart after a while. And I also use liquid fence sometimes, not, but with, you have to reapply after it rains. So we've been getting a lot of rain on and off, like on a regular basis. So sometimes I always don't get to it. So here is my Coreopsis, and I love that plant. Is very drought tolerant, very low maintenance. So if you want to plant that, I recommend it. And this is going to be, or is, my desert garden area. I have a few plants here already, or several plants. I'm hoping to have more plants added. So I just recently have that Thai basil, and that Thai basil was, it reseeded itself from last year from another part that I transplanted here. So here I basically have rosemary, dusty miller, and my blue star juniper. And I love all the combination together. And that is like a false cypress right there, the yellow. So you can see I love using green mixed with yellow and blue. I just think it looks really neat. That is my Gallardia. I start off with one plant, and I divided and plant them here. I got two that survived, and I think one didn't make it because of the heat. But look at those two; they're doing really good. And these are daylilies. As far as that, it's already the blooms are already gone. So I need to, take these stalks out, and they're easy to take down too. And then you have the nice leaves still. The leaves are kind of scorched from the sun. This area gets really, really hot sun the whole day. You can see some of the rosemary leaves are burnt from the heat. Anyway, if I have a picture, I'll put it up to show you what this garden looked like before. But I created this garden bed in 2020, I believe summer or fall of 2020, and it is looking beautiful, if I do say so myself. That is a sunshine ligustrum. So that one and that one, they're supposed to be big by now, but for some reason I cannot grow sunshine ligustrums over here. They don't do as good for me. I have a couple at the Arbor Garden that are doing so much better, but I found out that they respond better to you pruning them versus not pruning them. So I did prune these two when they got hit by our unexpected frost in March. So they bounced back pretty good, but I expected them to be a lot bigger to kind of fill up the area they're at. So that's why I haven't like really planted anything else. And I like annuals, but I'm not a huge annual fan, so that's why I haven't planted really any annuals here. And another reason is because a lot of annuals, from my experience, well, the ones that I planted, they got eaten by deer. So if you know any annuals that don't get eaten by deer, please let me know. I would love to have some in this bed just to fill up the ground until these get bigger. And I love that one right there. That's a plectranthus. I'm sorry if I didn't say that correctly. Plectranthus. I'll put the name of it up. But anyway, it blooms a purple flower, and when this gets a lot bigger and the two together, it's gonna look so nice. They look pretty good last year together, the yellow and the purple flowers. So if you didn't know, yellow and purple are complementary colors, so they will look really pretty together, along with this whitish blue and the blue-green of the blue star juniper. That one is an unknown laurel petalum, but I found out that it's probably a weeping kind, a dwarf weeping kind, so it hasn't grown all that much. And I've had it maybe about 3 years now. Anyway, and I cut back my roses. I actually pruned my roses because I wanted to get ahead of the Japanese beetles, because Japanese beetles love the roses. So before, like when I saw 1 or 2 of them, I cut them down right away. So they're flushing back now. I was hoping they would wait a little bit to have their second round of blooms, but you can see the white over there is already blooming again. It's always hard to get a good view of this garden just because it's on a hill. And here you would think that my ground covers would grow pretty fast, but they have not. I have more weeds, unfortunately, growing around here. That's the other sunshine ligustrum. You see it's struggling too. Another variety of Coreopsis, it produces yellow blooms. So I just put this in like late spring. I want to say May, probably even June. So Anyway, so that's the rose right now. It's a climbing rose. I don't know what variety it is, but I got it as bare root, and it looks really cool when it goes all the way up, and then in the evening time it just brightens this whole place up. And that is my azalea. It will produce white blooms. The arborvitae, and I think they're called the emerald green. So they're supposed to get 10 to 15 feet. I'm kind of scared that they might get bigger, so I'm gonna have to prune them somehow so they're not gonna get as big. And that one, I can't remember the name, but it came with the shape like that. So I don't know if I should prune it or whatnot. I don't know. So right now I'm just leaving it there and see what happens. So this is the back, or this is another view of this garden from this angle. So the original owner used to have daylilies here and roses. So I took out all the roses. A few of them popped up and I planted them. I forgot to show you, but there's 2 or 3 up there that I went ahead and transplanted them there. And so I added azaleas last year, lamb's ear. I got some rosemary, some evergreens, and there's the camellia up there. Anyway, so I know I have to add several more things here to kind of make this look more fuller. And to be honest, I think I do have a lot of plants, but when I look at my space, I don't have enough plants. You know, it seems like it's still bare. So maybe I'm thinking in my head that once they get bigger, it'll look like I have a lot more plants. But for right now, they just look bare. So that's when, you know, having annuals would help to be the placeholder until these plants get bigger. But for right now, they kind of look bare, and that's that. So I guess I'll have to live with them for a while, unless I'm gonna find a way to add some annuals, which that would be good if I can find some annuals that I like that are not going to get eaten by the deer. But anyway, that is it. I know it's a small garden space, but yet I almost took 15 minutes to go over this space with you. So I hope you enjoy the space that I have created. If you have any questions, comments, or whatever else, please write them down below. And if you like what I do, please consider subscribing, because that would help my channel to grow. I am a beginner gardener, and in the past, 3 years, I've learned so much just through other gardeners, reading, YouTube channels, all that. So I've been like a sponge as far as gardening goes. So I'm just waiting for my garden to just mature now, pretty much. I'm almost done with everything that I wanted to do. As far as the bone of the garden goes, of the different spaces, basically I'm just needing to make them more prettier, just tightening them up, so that way they're more pleasing to the eyes, I guess. So until next time, thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you later. Thank you. Bye-bye.